Yeah. Hello. Um, Quick video. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. I have things going on, but my schedule's bit less busy now, so I can post a little bit more often. So yeah. Um, I think this is the first time that I show reviews. Uh, m- and that's for a good reason. Um, I've been I follow Token Ranbu. I've been I played Touken since Jira. Followed it until the first FOD and until now. Uh, I have full sets of everything. So mm, yeah, I'm quite happy with the um, third set of the new Token Run collab, which is guy in suits. It's funny. So yeah. Um, my first reaction with this is like, oh shit, um, since January. But yeah, I've been waiting for pre-orders, but it never came, so I'm buying everything singles. So yeah, that's gonna be a fucking hassle. So yeah, let's move on. So I'm surprised that power creep has um, blast the Kanambu to this extent. And probably the biggest factor, not even the biggest factor, the most powerful one, in my opinion, is not going to be Mikazuki Munechika. I'm thinking this is a solid second or solid third inside of Token Ranbu currently in standard. I've been playing. Give me a second. Yeah. Currently, I play this deck for Token Rambo. At least in my opinion, this is the most powerful one. Yaman Bagiri Kiyomi Sento. Um, Front row plus 5k. Vanguard gets a crit if you have two Yaman Bagiri grade 3 or greater units in soul. And multi attack on Riga Circle, you call it. And that called unit can 10k and a crit. So you all have two attacks that's like two crits pressuring, someone to die. So let's get on with the. I'm surprised because in Munechika got a grade 4. I thought he's going to get another grade 3. But after playing this for a bit, proxying it, usually I don't proxy things. But this is the sole exception. Like uh, grade 4 Munechika specifically, because of his skills. So it's a grade 4, triple drive, 13k base 1 crit, your typical grade 4. And it has like several skills. The first one is basically um, if you get him off of the set order is this. Uh, this fucking bastard, the most fair set order that I've ever seen. That's a sarcasm. This thing is hella broken. So when you get him, if you have a Vanguard with Mikosugi Munechika, you can bounce it in hand. Then if you bounce it into hand, if you and your opponent's Vanguard's greater or greater, you can write this off of your hand. So it doesn't even need anything to um, superior, right? If you're both grade 3 and you high roll a bit, you just get a grade 4 for free on your Vanguard. Now that seems a bit too high roll, yes, because the skill of this set order is a bit whack. So this set order is you basically can only use this hard once per turn. And you can bottom deck anything other than a heal and an OT. You reveal top decks until you reveal the normal units, the same amount of normal units of this set order in your set order. So if you have three, you reveal until three normal units. Or if your deck's empty, and then you call one. Then, if the called unit's grade is lower or equal to Vanguard, stand it. And for each other normal unit, that unit gains 5k. So it's just Legion, but way faster. Uh, yeah, Legion the set order. Free value, by the way. Even if your hand zero, you can still build up a board, which is quite insane. I've killed a lot of people with this set order. So yeah, if you flip him, if you call him from this set order, um, you get if you both have grade 3 or greater, you can ride it for free. Or if uh, no if like both of you is not on grade 3 or one of you is not on grade 3, you can just put it into hand, which is quite good. The second skill is the one that I'm most surprised by. um it's it's a good skill. So if you're uh if you have the grade 3 Monachi Cancel, this unit gets everything, every act ability to be more specifically. So only the second skill. So the second skill of this thing is once per turn, so +1. You check the top two cards of your deck. You call one, you call up to one, and then the rest goes to on top of your deck or the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's basically scrying two. And yeah, your Vanguard also gets a crit. So this you need three or more stand guards. No, this thing just gets crit for free without any constraints. And the best part, all of your front row units gets 5,000 power, active on your opponent's turn too. So this thing is an 18k. This thing is an 18k on your opponent's turn. This thing triple drives. Good luck on trying to kill Monejika without getting beaten down. Like Touken Ranbu is notorious for rushing people down. This deck is probably one of the better ones at rushing. In my opinion, I think this is the best deck for rushing. And yeah, you don't get punished by rushing, because if your hand is a bit low, your Vanguard's 18k if you get the grade 4. So yeah, and also this looks like the deck that wanna go second, but no, you wanna go first. If you go second, you better pray to God that you get this off of the top deck, because if you don't, you will not have any cards in your hand. That's just reality. And the third skill is it's basically the same skill as Munechika, the multi-attack one. So when this unit attacks, discard two cards from hand. You stand two Regas on front row, and they get 10k. With this, they don't get the 10k. You just stand this. You do get the 10k, and you can discard the card with Mikatsuki Munechika, only one. So basically, it's discard one card, and combined with this grade 2, uh, which is in your opponent's turn, this unit cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects, and all of the cards in your hand gains the continuous ability of Halberd. So if you want to discard for your Vanguard cost, counts as two cards, which is nice. So yeah, 18k base plus 5k to front row on all opponents' turn. So if you have two of these in the front row, which you mostly will, this thing limit break 3. This gets 10k in your opponent's turn and your turn. So this thing's gonna be 25k. Your opponent's not gonna attack to the side. They're gonna be mainly focusing on Vanguard, but your Vanguard being 18k, that's like still, divine skill, or you're playing MLB level of defensive. So yeah, and Currently, this is the one that I'm playing, but some of the reveal, like Shokudaikiri, this thing gains you the Persona Shield. If you discard placed on RC or discarded or fighting, it's basically the Persona Shield cycle, but with the added ability of when this unit is placed by the set order, by the bottom deck set order. So this is slightly better. And yeah, I'm surprised that the Monechika being grade 4. And I'm most surprised by the new reveal, like card of the day reveal. So 3 is the most, like, there's 4, but there's 3 that is very interesting. The first one is this. When placed on Vega Circle, put one card from hand to soul, and then from your drop or from your damage zone face up, you put a set order from there to hand. Then if you take a set from the damage zone, you put the top card of your deck to the damage zone. This thing, you don't, in my opinion, you do play it for the set order cycling, but the more important part is that this thing just puts anything from your hand to soul. So these 5 decks, Kashu, Kiyomitsu, Kasen Kanesada, I forgot this guy. I also forgot this guy, Nyaman Bagiri. Um, some of the skills, like this, Kasen Kanesada, when this unit attacks, if your soul has 2 or more of Kasen Kanesada in soul, grade 3, that is grade 3 or greater, your opponent needs to call 3 for this unit. For this guy, you call 2 instead of 1 from the check top 7 for multi-attacking. This guy, the plus 5k to the front row and plus 1 crit. Um, this thing is rear guard stand. Instead of 1, you restand 2. So, yeah, this thing and this thing is nearly almost the same. But in my opinion, the one that's going to use this the most is probably Kashu. So, put 1 card from end to soul. What's the big deal? So this thing is really good. So end of battle, you put a card from a hand with the same card name as this unit into soul, and you discard the card. So basically taking 2 cards from your hand or your bow or total. And then this unit stands, and then this unit's drive and crit becomes 1, not -1, becomes 1. Then if you have 2 or more of Kashuki Mitsu in soul, that is critical greater, this unit gains the red text of at the end of battle, this unit attacks, counterblast 1, stun this unit, and this unit's drive -1. So the problem with Koshiki is you need to be on turn 4 to activate the ability uh, for 3 attacks. This cuts down 1 whole turn for these 5 decks. That is insane, in my opinion, because cutting a single turn is a big deal. So this deck has 5 attacks. This deck has 5 attacks. You need to guard 3 or more from hand. Your Vanguard's power is also a lot. Like, this gets +1 drive out of nowhere. This thing, your front row gains FK and this thing gains a crit. So basically Munechika, but slightly faster. And it doesn't care if your opponent's a grade 3 or greater. That's the best part about these decks. These 5 decks, unlike Munechika, you can just go first and then go fast. This card helps. So yeah, and the second card that is revealed is this, which is funny because I don't see any other nation doing it. I thought that like at least Bermuda Triangle got this or something, but it has simple ability, just two paragraphs. When this unit's attack that is boosting it hits, uh, this thing kills itself and you get a persona ticket. Um, you can farm a lot of persona ticket. And the best part, it doesn't, your Vanguard doesn't need to have the persona ability, like the persona right icon, like this. You see this? Yeah, doesn't need that. So yeah, you can just get persona shield for like in any deck, which is nice. It needs to hit, and this needs to be boosting, and it needs to kill itself. But 8,000 booster, that is a good chance to hit in this deck, in this nation to be specifically, because this nation have a lot of big power. A lot of the attacks have a lot of big powers, or if not big power, a lot of crits. So you can just either pressuring them by power or pressuring them by other attacks having crits. So they need to attack this one. And it's really funny that this normal order is introduced. Um, I swear to God, they're trolling. Like Bushiroad is trolling. So this is an amulet. You can play it. You cannot play it, by the way. It's green zero, but you cannot play it. So what's the big deal? The first skill, no, the first actual realistic skill is act. So this is an act ability in hand. You reveal this thing. So the cost is revealing this thing, and then you choose one of your opponent's rear guard and put this as a gauge for that rear guard. Why is it so funny that this thing uh, just put it as a gauge? So continuous on in gauge zone. During your opponent's turn, if this card's in the gauge for that unit, when it would leave the rearguard circle, instead you can just remove this thing instead of it going out from rearguard circle. So um yeah, this is buddy fight. This is buddy fight. So removing parallel, and I just want to show you what this gimmick, one of the gimmicks of this deck is. It's Solgar. So this is basically just Solgar. Actually, if we go to grade zeros, we go to trigger orders. This. So this skill is you play it. This is a normal order, trigger order specifically, and you choose one of your rear guards and attach it as a body soul. So that rear guard has body soul, and if this is body soul to that rear guard, um, that rear guard gets soul guard, which is when it would leave the rear guard circle. You instead remove this soul. So you put it from the gauge, from the soul, from the body soul to the drop zone, and it would stay on rear guard circle. This is the same thing, and it's rare. You may only play 4 of this in your deck, but it's still very funny. So yeah, um, who knew that Touken Ranbu will be copying Verified? So yeah, you can turbo the first, like the Kiwome Sentorex, Munechika getting a grade 4, and what else? Um, if you go to Shokudaiki, this one gets the Persona Shield, and then you also get this the Energy Blast cycles, the discard Energy Blast trios, Counter Blast 1 to draw a card, You also have the one where you discard from right deck Soul Blast one, or discard in the right phase Soul Blast one, put to bottom deck, draw one. And where is it? Yeah, you also get the front soul one. You also get the cycle where you on place on the circle, you search your deck for a normal for any other card that doesn't have Regalis piece. But instead, this deck is you may only search for set orders. So yeah, it's just an update. So yeah, this is the Counterblast 1 EV3 one. You also get the Forge token. This thing is turned into a token because for some reason they have the bright idea of updating the Kiwame Sento decks, the one that needs two cards in soul. So the right line, um, so yeah, we go to the Japanese version. So the right line will be updated. So the grade one right lines. So Kashuki Omitsu. So when this unit is rolled upon by the grade two, so any of the grade ones, any of the grade ones of these, if you put yeah, if you write them from grade one to grade three, you reveal the grade three. You reveal any of the grade three actually, and then you put your forge token. The forge token is basically the same skill, and this is not just or they removing an ability. No, they just slap this on all of the grade ones, and of the grade twos also got an update. So when riding from the grade one, you put the new set order. So each of these gets a new set order. Reveal it, put to hand shuffle, and the set orders they want to work with each with the finger. So Kashukiyomitsu, you get a Ichimonji, a card with Ichimonji Norimune. Ichimonji Norimune is the grade 2 that can boost 10 plus 5k if you have 4 more units, or in the new one, which is this one, you this is the zero, or this is the Galatine. Energy Blaster, you gonna plus 1 to draw 1. And when this attacks grade 3 or greater unit, this unit gets 5k for each time your Vanguard attack this turn, which is very good. And you can press this to two of the same events, or two of the event cards, but basically you only can play like the same events. And then your Vanguard gets 5k. That's for Kashu. And then we have the other right lines. The other right line's not here. It's only Kashu currently, but Kasen Kanesada, this one, the right line got updated. And the set order, which is it's not here. So yeah, it's not here. But the set order for this one is at the beginning of the battle phase, you stand one of your rear guards. It's because your Vanguard rests any one of your rear guards, and he gets 5k for each card rest. and depending on the power, it gets effects. So basically, you're playing Dimension Police. So yeah, currently this is the reveals that are a bit relevant. The other ones not so much. I don't really think so. So yeah, um, I've been rambling for I don't know how many minutes. Let's just check. I've been rambling for almost half an hour. So yeah, um, thanks. I'll be leaving now. I need things to do. Sort out some documents, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks.